Hey everyone, this is Anime07, and I'm face palming. I'm face palming. You could technically say this is a follow-up to my Noragami review. Thank, by the way, before I can actually continue this, thanks for pointing out what I screwed up on Kirino's My B1 Itch. You're awesome for doing that, so criticism really helpful. Okay, I rewatched my review and I realized what the problem was. I didn't discuss the issues I liked and disliked about the show. Ugh. Facepalm big time on that. Well, that's what this video's for, so you can consider this correcting myself on that. Okay. Okay. I talked about most of the stuff that I liked in this show being I liked most of the characters. I enjoyed seeing Bones' animation for it. Animation for the most no, not anime, no. Fuck. The music. Okay, for this one, technically, you can say this is in the middle of like and dislike, because 50% I did enjoy the soundtrack, the other 50% I didn't really like it all that much, so 50-50 in the middle. Um, I thought, I thought the ending for what it was, even though from what I hear from people who've seen the manga and watched the anime, last three episodes are technically filler, but a lot of people did enjoy it regardless of that, myself included. So, yeah, that's essentially what I liked about it. And now on to what I disliked about it. Okay. As far as stuff I dislike go, aside from of course the 50% I said involving the music, um, if you had to ask me on what else I disliked about it, the dra I would say somewhat the drama. I would say the drama was somewhat bothersome to me. And now let me explain on this. What I mean by that is this. What I mean by that is, for the most part, I actually did like the drama and the dark moods that were in the show. The only part of the drama I was not happy about, and by the way, this is spoilers for the character Yukine. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers on that, feel free to mute the video. I will basically give this signal when I'm done with spoilers. So, 3, 2, 1, okay. So basically, what I mean with the drama involving Yukine, it lasted from episodes 5 to 9, which, in my opinion, it really should have been about 2 to 3, because essentially Yato is the main character. Yukine, again, he is technically one of the three. He's technically one of the three main characters as well, but for Yukine, I would say he's a secondary main character. Yato is the one who I think should have gotten the main focus for the most part among the three characters. I don't mind I don't mind what they were doing with Hiyori. I didn't mind what they were doing with her. She could have had just as much screen time as Yato, and that'd be fine. Yukine, I think he should have, his focus. I think since it's announced they are making a season 2, that should have technically been in the season 2, because I think with Yukine it would have been better if they built it up in a good way and then save it for the second season. Because again, his arc lasts for about 5 episodes, which I think should have lasted 2 to 3. And oh my god, Yukine does some stupid shit in that makes me want to facepalm. Now, before I continue, like I've said before, I like Yukine. He is one of my favorite characters in this series. The problem is, since he is technically dead, he thinks, well, since he is dead, he can do whatever he wants, and he does that as an excuse. And in my opinion, that makes him a dick for it, because he steals shit that he claims he's just borrowing, but he steals it anyway. He steals money that could have gone to helping the poor and helping orphans. And he just he not only treats Yato like shit. Okay, for the most part, I wasn't like, even before we got to Yukine's story arc, I didn't like that much. I didn't like it that much either. But at least they did. At least they tried to make it kind of funny. But I still felt bad for Yato. But you can kind of laugh at it, because that's kind of what his character is. But he just didn't even care that since he was doing all this evil shit and thinking he could get away scot-free for it, Yato was suffering as a result. And he even just turned his back on Hiyori, the one person I think was trying to do her best to help him out. And that shit just pissed me the fuck off. Thank God in episode 9, when Yukine realized he fucked up, he went back to being a character I give a shit about. I'm not saying I didn't give a shit about him during his arc. I still kind of did. It's just that when he was becoming a giant dick, that's when I got pissed off by it. But again, he got better, and I'm thankful they did that. Okay, spoilers over. Alright, so essentially, I guess my biggest dislike for the show is when the drama went on for a bit too long, when it should have lasted a bit shorter. But again, that's essentially how I feel about it. So overall, essentially 2 dislikes I have with the show. Everything else, basically like. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say in this follow-up video. Hopefully in my next review I will not make this mistake again. And if I do, well, I'll just make a follow-up video to what I liked and disliked about it, because why not? And I have more time on that, so there you go. Okay, so this is Anime Rule 7, and I will see you all next time in the next video. And hopefully it will not be a dumb mistake I made. So, till then, peace.